What's going on, guys? Johnny with Blaze Grass Lawn Care, and welcome to the channel. So today I'm going to mulch these leaves, but I just want to kind of talk to you guys about the benefit of putting your customers on a schedule when it comes to mulching their leaves in their property. Again, to me, it makes sense to be there every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, depending on the customer, and then charge them a certain additional percentage on their cleanup rather than showing up once or twice and trying to get a bulk of money from them. I will be honest with you, in my area, it's not going to happen. When you see the $600 and $800 cleanups on social media, that really doesn't happen in my area. There's no way. I've tried it. There's no way people people look at me like I'm crazy, right? So what I've done and what I suggest to, again, it depends on your location. It depends on, how you run your business. But just show up to your customer's property and let them know, hey, listen, during the fall and winter, I will be showing up every 2 weeks or every 3 weeks, and I'll be mulching up your leaves in the yard, and I will charge you an additional, you can say 30, 40%, whatever you're comfortable with. I'm not going to tell you how much to charge. That's up to you. But that does two things. It keeps your customer's property looking presentable and clean as they kind of expect it, right? Because they already have you on a schedule, and that's the way you've been maintaining their properties. And another thing is it keeps money in your pocket. For you guys that don't have commercial properties, um, this brings you that additional income, where it works. And the same thing, I'm mulching, but if you have a bagger on your mower, you can do the same thing. Just charge an additional percentage. So what I do is I go to the areas where I know for a fact the lawnmower cannot reach, and I kind of just, blow out the leaves so I can pass with the lawnmower and I can mulch them up. Now, on this particular property, I do not go on the other side. And again, once you start servicing certain properties, you know what you can and cannot do. This particular customer doesn't want uh, me on their side. Again, another video. So I don't mess with it. I hit the property line and I keep it moving, right? So yeah. Now, keep in mind that, I target new to semi-new subdivisions. I don't target locations like, for instance, in my area, the east side have the older homes with the big trees and the ton of leaves and all that good stuff. I personally don't go on that side of town because I have all my customers in one particular area where I will market over and over and over again, which with time, with years, you can consolidate all your properties in one specific location where you are making more money than wasting money driving from point A to point B. And then, man, let me tell you, especially if you have someone with you, you're paying them just to kind of ride around from point A to point B, Yeah. So today I'm using the John Deere, this is the 48-inch stand-on. This is the Q820M, and I have my mulching kit installed on this mower. So this is going to pulverize these leaves. And as you can tell, guys, it's going to only take me a good 5 to 6 minutes, and I will only show you the front, okay? Now, one thing that I want you to realize is that during the winter times, I don't concentrate too much on the edging and string trimming unless it's really, really needed, which is seldom in my location. And by the way, I am mowing centipede grass, which it goes dormant during the winter. And our winter really is, mid-December through mid-February. And again, Mother Nature will dictate, how she want to run things. So, um, and as you can tell, I am not blowing out the plant beds on this specific one, and there are reasons for that. Okay, because again, this is not a cleanup. Okay, this is not being charged as a cleanup. This is just maintenance. Okay, this is a maintenance mow. This is not a cleanup. Now, um, light blowing of certain areas, and next time I come, I'll just kind of blow that out real good. But keep in mind that plant bed that you just saw doesn't have any pasture or anything in it. Okay, but if it had pine straw or uh, mulch, then yes, I'll blow it out just a little bit. Again, we all run our business completely different. I understand you may do it different, and that's fine. That's fine. Okay, but yeah, um, one benefit of mulching leaves like this into into your lawn is that it it increases your organic matter in your soil, and it helps with moisture retention and microbial activities. So um, just be very conscious that you are not mulching too many leaves, right? Because you don't want it to uh, leave a thick layer where it starts to stifle your grass. Okay? Now, one thing that I want to really, really emphasize is that, and this is what I do, some guys will come in this lawn and they'll bring their mower. Like, for instance, I mow this property at 2.5 inches. I am mulching at 2.5 inches. So anytime I show up, I am mulching at 2.5 inches. I am not bringing my deck lower than 2.5 inches, because you have to ensure that you are mulching the leaves into the lawn. Okay? Now, one thing that a lot of guys do is they'll bring this down to 2 inches, and then once they come back, they'll bring it down and down and down. Next thing you know, they're down to dirt, which it messes up your lawn. All right? So whatever height is your cutting height, that's what you want to maintain all the time. That's what I do anyway. Okay? That is the way I do it. So once again, that is the way I do it. You can do it completely differently. I'm mowing centipede grass. If you're mowing, fescue, rye, whatever the case might be, you will mow and do your things accordingly. But again, this is the way that I do it. And as you can tell, guys, it is leaving this place looking sharp. I have no issues. And if you were paying for the service and you show up after I leave and you see that your home is this clean, I mean, you're happy with the services, and that is what counts. Okay, the end result. I'm not going up and down. I'm not trying to stripe this, because again, uh, our lawn doesn't stripe. We just mow and leave it like a carpet, and that is the way I do it. So yeah, pretty good, right? I may say so. All right, so let's go ahead and bring the deck up. Put my parking brake on. There you go. And whoop, let me bring my parking brake down. There you go. And walk it up the ramp. Quick, simple, fast. Now you may say, Johnny, what happened to the back? The back was done, but it's not being filmed. All right. There you go. I didn't want to make this video too long, and yeah, so you guys can kind of look at it and enjoy it. Okay. And now this is what I do, guys. And then my next property is like 2-3 houses down. And yeah, just one after the other, one after the other, one after the other. So yeah, guys, uh, leave me some questions or put it in a comment. If you do things differently, please let me know. And yeah, let me know if you enjoy this video, guys. Like, share, follow, subscribe, all of that good stuff, man. I really enjoy making these videos and putting them out. And anything that you see in this video, guys, I should have a link in the video description on the different products. If not, just let me know and I'll send you a quick link um, to the products. And yeah, other than that, guys, thank you, thank you, thank you. I do appreciate your support and see you on the next one. Pop Smoke. Peace.